Alright guys, so we have some cool things here for you today. This was one of the things we actually saw at the National Farm Machinery Show in Kentucky. Actually in one of my videos, Eric was actually the one that caught his eye with it and went and talked with the vendor. And so after some talking, they decided that they wanted to send us one to use on our tree farm. Sorry, I like to talk and wave knives.
That's one reason why I don't like being on this side. That's like...
Yeah, but I'm right-handed, not left-handed. So if I was on your left side, I'd be going like this. Alright, so Eric has been really excited to open this because he loves toys. And this is something that, well, a tool is a toy in your opinion.
I love cars too. Anyone wants to send a car?
Alright, so let's get this open and show you guys what this is.
1972. Strat wants to know what it is too.
Oh, she's excited because she heard the box. Oh, man. Ooh. Oh, you know what this is? Ugh. It's a bottle opener for giant wine bottles. When you're having a really serious day, you just put this puppy in it, you twist it, and then you get the backhoe and you pop it off.
Hold on. I don't think you're right.
No?
It says stop and watch the video.
Oh. Alright, so we have...
Is that going to fit on the tractor?
This looks a little small for the tractor.
Well, the TYM is a little bit smaller of a tractor.
Maybe this goes on the bucket of the tractor. Yep, let's see what we got here. Oh, this one's heavier. Ugh. Oh.
Well, now we're getting the... No. That might definitely fit on the tractor.
That's a big bottle of wine right there. That's like for outfit wine bottles. This is good and solid. Oh, this is the smallest one yet. What do you think, guys? What is this? You want to grab the top and I'll pull the box out? It's gonna stab you in the stomach. What is this, guys? Wow, this is some serious stuff. You think this is the attachment to go on the tractor? Oh wow, it's a whole toolbox. You got a tray in here?
Oh well. She's got
a battery? That's a heavy battery.
She's got 2 batteries. That's nice.
That's 1 battery. 60-volt battery. You guys ever seen a 60-volt battery? Oh, there's another battery. And that one's 60 volts too. Wait, what's this? Oh! Ugh. Ugh. What is this? What? Oh my goodness. Stop. Oh!
Another battery?
And another battery. 3 batteries. Directions. And a charger.
Alright guys, if you haven't figured out, So we seen this at the farm show, and this is the power auger system for planting our Christmas trees. Now, I have mostly Milwaukee tools, but they only come in 18 volt. This DeWalt is a 60 volt, and it has a special clutch mechanism to shut the machine off if it binds up. So Power Planter teamed up with DeWalt with this heavy duty auger drill to handle drilling into tough soils. And these right here are their heavy duty augers, and they come with a special attachment for use in a 1/2-inch drill. So this is their 7-inch auger, which will work with our 1-gallon pot trees.
You know, this actually reminds me of a drill press head.
Yeah, this is a key chuck, so you can tighten it down tighter than a hand one.
So these power augers were actually invented by a farmer who was making augers for his grain carts. He was designing them, implementing them, putting them in, when all of a sudden an engineer from the local college came to him and said, "Hey, that's a pretty nice design. Have you ever thought about using that for other purposes?" And he's like, "No, I hadn't." And so, to make a long story short, they started using them as a planting alternative. Now, we actually went shopping for something just like this, and actually, I think it's in the barn.
Yeah.
We had a small one like this. And it wasn't Power Planter, it was actually a different brand. And we tried using it in our drill, and it would not go in the ground at all. Like, we could not get it in the ground. It was pretty much only useful if you've already got upturned dirt. So we kind of set the idea aside until Eric saw the vendor at the farm machinery show.
Now, the reason we were looking for this specifically is for replants, because you cannot drive down the rows of the trees with a tractor when you have tall trees. Obviously, the tractor works great when you're planting new fields, but when you have to replant trees that have been cut, harvested, or ones that have died, you have to either dig manually or you get a power auger like this. And shoveling in clay is not very fun to do. And plus, when you auger it, you're going to get loose dirt that you'll be able to pack around the trees.
Yeah, and that was one of the big things we noticed when we were doing the shovel work, was you would end up with large wads of clay that you then have to manually break apart and try and stuff back down. If you guys watch the videos, and we had to break it up, stuff it down, there are always air holes, and air holes are not good for the tree growth. So when you auger it, it basically breaks up all that hard pan soil and then scatters it down around the hole, and then you just stuff it back in when you're done. So it's a lot better for the trees, it's a lot better for us, it's portable.
Yeah, because the other option was a gas, which is going to be a lot
heavier and louder and smellier. And then you got to cart gas around.
This is just heavy enough where it's going to have enough weight to go down in the ground without really having to push on it.
Right. And it's balanced. They've got this handle in the front plus a handle on the side.
Yeah, I don't know. I think just this will be good. I don't think we'll need the side handle.
That might be just for maneuvering it around.
Unless it's really kicking and you want to brace it against your leg or something.
So the nice thing about DeWalt's, when Power Auger invented their augering system, they had to find a manufacturer of drill that would be able to complement the heavy dutiness that they needed to go with this. All of the drills at that time, they didn't have something that was effective to use with these. Obviously gas powered, you get a lot of torque, you get a lot of power behind it. There weren't any drills on the market. DeWalt's actually came to Power Planter. They heard about their product. They came to them and said, "Hey, why don't you let us help you out? We'll make a drill just for your product." And so that's what we have here. There are actually 2 drills that they came up with to complement the Power Auger. And this is one of their newer models. So it's pretty cool. Obviously, if DeWalt thought that the Power Auger was a neat idea, I think they're onto something.
This is a 60-volt drill, guys.
Yeah.
This has as much power as a corded
Is
drill.
it corded 60 watts?
Is a corded drill. Yes.
Really?
But that's why they have the E-clutch. So it shuts, if it binds, or it will shut off. Otherwise, it would probably like twist your arm off.
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of you guys have talked about safety around PTOs. This is like a death PTO right in front of you. I mean, if you've ever, you guys know, you've run drills, you've had stuff catch on just a basic drill bit drill. This is a huge version of that. If you were to catch anything, or even just binding up in the ground, it catches on a rock, it can kick. And that can seriously do some damage to your arm on something this large. And so DeWalt actually built in a safety catch called their E-clutch, which the minute it feels a little bit of certain resistance, it actually has a computer chip built in this to measure the speed, the torque, the resistance, and the same thing in the battery. The battery outputs power according to how much it needs. It's not just constantly draining 60 watts out. So this whole thing is super high tech, even though it's just a drill.
And the speed is controlled in the trigger.
It's variable speed.
Yep, the more you pull the trigger, the faster you're gonna go. So it's not just a 2-speed or 1-speed.
We haven't even looked at the directions on this. We're just looking at this out of the box. Hey, what is this down here? Oh, that's the hex key, isn't it? Or the key for the front. That's pretty cool. So we're really excited to put this to work this year, planting some trees. We're also going to maybe take this down to another Christmas tree farm that's going to do some big planting and see what their thoughts are on this. Because it'd be interesting, they've been doing Christmas trees for a couple of years now, and they might not have seen something like this. So definitely stay tuned. We're going to see if this is up to the challenge of our Christmas tree farm. Remember, we did use the tractor, the post hole digger, and then we did it by hand.
But we do have quite a few we have to get replanted this year.
Yes, we do. This spring we're planning to replant the dead ones, and then in the fall we're going to do another big planting. So this spring will really be kind of the break-in period for the power auger and the power auger unit set here. So
yep, we're looking at we're going to be planting out back, and we're looking at different options of ground cover before we do the tree planting. Something lower maintenance. If you guys have any suggestions for like a low mow cover, we've been looking at clover. The only thing with that, it might attract deer, and I'm a little worried about the deer eating the trees.
Yeah, we've kind of been looking into ways to get around having to mow so much, and Eric was kind of looking at clover, white clover, the little tiny stuff that grows everywhere. Some of the stuff I'd been looking at was creeping thyme varieties, but that requires manual planting. You can't just put seeds down. And we definitely don't want to have to plant any more than necessary, since we're already going to be planting 1,000 Christmas trees.
And it's a little scary because our next tree planting area is a very heavy deer highway.
We're gonna be playing it a lot by ear this spring and just kind of like poking around. Probably hit up that other Christmas tree farm and see stuff that they've gone through recently. That'll be pretty cool to tag team with them, and then really get another brother farm that we can kind of piggyback with. So anyway, guys, they do make smaller units if you're just doing like gardening stuff. This is, what was this, the 5-inch?
2-inch.
2-inch.
So a lot of people use these for planting bulbs.
Tulips, and I don't plant bulbs, so I don't know.
You know,
onions.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Yeah, we could use this for some potatoes, huh?
Yeah, yep. And then you would just use like a regular drill with this small guy. You wouldn't need this big giant drill for doing something like gardening. On the other hand, if you're going to be planting a ton of landscaping with lots of bushes, probably maybe something like this. But they have lots of different sizes that you can pick from. But they sent these sizes to us so that we had kind of a variety based on what size trees we're going to be planting. So definitely put your thoughts down below, and any suggestions that you'd like us to try out with this unit. And like I said, we'll be putting it to use.
I'm excited to try this. Dig a lot of holes quick with this.
Well, I dug 600 holes by hand, so I'm definitely excited to be using this instead.
I actually broke
Yeah, we broke a shovel.
Yeah.
The clay was so hard. We broke a Fisker's
It was
shovel.
a Fisker's.
Brand new.
What kind of shovel was that? It was a long planting shovel.
Yeah, it was
had
a
a name to
planting
it.
shovel. A trowel?
But it snapped right where it was welded.
Yeah.
It was expensive. It was
$50?
Yeah.
$50 shovel done in 3 passes.
And Fisker's, they make good stuff.
Top quality products.
But it just shows you how tough the ground is.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're definitely going to be putting this through the ringer out here with a heavy clay ground. Thanks, guys. Very nice. Maybe this is for unplugging the toilets after you have a Mexican. You just stick it down and...
Thanks for watching, guys. As always, I really appreciate it. Be sure to check out Power Planter. They are linked in the video description down below. Or if you happen to see them at your local trade show, be sure to stop in and say hi and let them know that you saw them here. They're a great American company, and I'm really proud to be partnering with them. Thanks so much, guys. Love you. Bye.